everyone, hope you all are doing good. So let's start today's video. So today's GFG POTD is about delete middle of linked list. Now let's see whether I can make this problem easy for you or not. So this is my linked list. Now the question has asked to delete the middlemost node. So this linked list is of odd length. See? So here we will find the middlemost node and delete this node. Fine. This is the output we will get. Okay, so this is fine. Now what about a linked list of even length? So this linked list is of even length. If my linked list is of even length, then I would find two middle nodes. Then which one to delete? I will delete the second middle node, that is 7. If I delete this, this is the output I will get. Now let's see how can we solve this particular problem. So in this problem, to solve this problem, we will use tortoise method. In tortoise method, we are going to use two pointers, that is one is slow and the second pointer we will use is fast pointer. So what does these two pointers do? The slow pointer moves one step ahead and this fast pointer moves two steps ahead. So at first, what we will do, we will initialize the slow pointer to our head and my head is pointing to this node, okay? And we will initialize this fast pointer to our head and my head is pointing to this first node, fine. Now what to do? We will check if this is my last node. No, this is not my last node. So I haven't crossed my boundary, fine. So I will move my fast pointer 2 steps ahead. If I move my fast pointer 2 steps ahead, it will now point to the node at 300 and simultaneously move this slow pointer 1 step ahead. If I move my slow pointer ahead 1 step ahead, it will now point to 200. Fine. Now this node is not the last node. I haven't crossed the boundary. So move this fast pointer again 2 steps ahead. Now my pointer is pointing to node at 500 and move this slow pointer 1 step ahead simultaneously. So now my slow pointer is pointing to the node at 300. Okay. So this node is not my last node. I haven't crossed my boundary. So move this fast pointer 2 steps ahead. If I move this fast pointer 2 steps ahead, it will point to null. Move this slow pointer 1 step ahead. If I move this slow pointer 1 step ahead, it will point to the node at 400. Okay, fine. Now let's see. My fast pointer has now crossed the boundary. So the traversal will stop here. Now observe one thing. I have reached the middlemost node. The slow pointer has now reached the middlemost node. So this is my middlemost node. I need to delete this node. But I have got my middlemost node. This is fine. But will this help us to delete this node? No, it won't. Why? Because we have to establish a bond between these two nodes. That is the node at 300 and the node at 500. So to establish the bond between the two nodes, I have to break this bond. To establish the node, my node, this should point to 500, but here it is pointing to 400. So what I can do, instead of finding out the middlemost node, it is feasible to find the node previous to the middlemost node. So let's see how to do this now. So what we will do, as said, we will initialize our slow to head and our fast to head. My head is pointing to this node. Fine. Now what? Before traversal, what we will do? We will move this fast pointer 2 steps ahead. Okay. So now my fast pointer will point to 300. Fine. Now start the traversal. What will my while loop look like? What is the termination condition? Until and unless my fast is null and what? I have crossed the boundary, I will traverse. So this is my termination condition. This is fast next. So let's start. Now is my fast null or is it pointing to null? Or is my next pointing to null? No, the condition is not satisfied. So it won't. So let's start the traversal. My fast will move 2 steps ahead. It will point to 500. Simultaneously, what I will do? I will move my slow pointer 1 step ahead. Now it will point to 200. Fine. Is my fast null? No, it is not null. Is my fast next null? No, it is not null. So move my fast pointer 2 steps ahead. It will be null now. And move my slow pointer 1 step ahead. It will point to the node at 300 now. Fine. Now let's check this condition. Is my fast null? Yes, it is null. Yes, it is null. So we will end the traversal here. And what can I see here? I have reached the node previous to the middlemost node. Now what I will do? I will update the next value to this node. to establish a bond between this node. So update the value to 500. The bond is broken now between these two nodes. The node has been deleted. Fine. So this is how we will implement. Now this node has been deleted. Okay, so let's see how can we code this particular thing. So initialize my slow pointer to head. Initialize my fast pointer to head. Now move my fast pointer 2 steps ahead. Now what condition I will check? I will check if my fast is not equals to null and is my fast next not equals to null. If it is not equals to null, what I will do? I will move my fast pointer 2 steps ahead and I will simultaneously move my slow pointer 1 step ahead. Fine. Now what to do? I will break the bond. I will break this bond here. To break this bond, I need to update this address. To update this address, my slow is pointing to here. So can I say that if I do slow next equals to slow next to next? So I am here storing the address. What I am doing here, slow next is 400 now. If I store here slow next to next, what is slow next to next? My next is pointing to here, 400. What is the next here? It is 500. So if I do slow next equals to slow next of next, it will become 500. It will point to 500. So I'm doing the same thing here. Now what? The node is deleted. So return the head. Let's compile and run now. Okay, so the compilation is completed. The output is perfect. Now let's submit. So the problem has been solved successfully. So let's end the video here, but before that, do subscribe the channel to get similar content, as gaining a subscriber and a like in my videos does motivates me a lot to be consistent and create more such content. So do subscribe, like and share with your friends. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. Thanks a lot for watching. See you guys again tomorrow.